Hello girls and boys, welcome back to Read Me a Story. I'm Pat Kozyra. Greetings from Hong Kong. And greetings also to my grandchildren, Max, Theo, Josephine, Charlotte, Penelope, and Simon. Girls and boys, I'm going to read you another Eric Carle book today, Rooster's Off to See the World. But first I'm going to show you my book. I wrote it, so I'm the author. It's called Tips and Tidbits for Parents and Teachers. So it's for your mummies and daddies to read, and it will help them to help you at school with all your work. It tells them about many things I learned in my 50 years of teaching in the classroom. And they can get it at amazonbooks.com. All right, here we go with another Eric Carle book, Rooster's Off to See the World. And you know that the rooster is the daddy, the mother hen is the female. And sometimes the rooster is called the cock, and the cock crows in the morning, wakes up everybody, and he says cock-a-doodle-doo. I know in some countries they say kri-kri-kri. One fine morning, a rooster decided that he wanted to travel. So right then and there, he set out to see the world. He hadn't walked very far when he began to feel lonely. Be watching the corner of the book, girls and boys, because it will increase in numbers. You'll see some magic happening there. Just then he met two cats. The rooster said to them, "Come along with me to see the world." The cats liked the idea of a trip very much. "We would love to," they purred, and they set off down the road with Rooster. So there we have one rooster, two cats. You keep track. As they wandered on, the rooster and the cats met three frogs. "How would you like to come with us to see the world?" asked the rooster, eager for more company. "Why not?" answered the frogs. "We are not busy now." So the frogs jumped along behind the rooster and the cats. After a while, the rooster, the cats, and the frogs saw four turtles crawling slowly down the road. "Hey," said the rooster, "how would you like to see the world?" "It might be fun," snapped one of the turtles, and they joined the others. And look, our grid here, our chart is growing. As the rooster, the cats, the frogs, and the turtles walked along, they came to 5 fish swimming in the brook. "Where are you going?" asked the fish. "We're off to see the world," answered the rooster. "May we come along?" pleaded the fish. "Delighted to have you," the rooster replied. And so the fish came along to see the world. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The sun went down, and it began to get dark, and the moon came up over the horizon. "Where's our dinner?" asked the cats. "Where are we supposed to sleep?" asked the frogs. "We're cold," complained the turtles. And just then some fireflies flew overhead. "We're afraid!" cried the fish. Now the rooster really had not made any plans for the trip around the world. He had not remembered to think about food and shelter, so he didn't know how to answer his friends. After a few minutes of silence, the fish suddenly decided that it might be best if they headed for home. They wished the others a happy trip and swam away. So there go the 5 fish. And then the turtles began to think about their warm house. They turned and crawled back down the road without so much as a goodbye. The frogs weren't too happy with the trip anymore either. First one, then the other, and finally the last one jumped away. They were polite enough, though, to wish the rooster a good evening as they disappeared into the night. The cats remembered an unfinished meal they had left behind. They kindly wished the rooster a happy journey, and they too headed for home. Now the rooster was all alone. and he hadn't seen anything of the world. He thought for a minute, and then he said to the moon, "To tell you the truth, I am not only hungry and cold, but I'm homesick as well." The moon did not answer. It too disappeared. Well, the rooster knew what he had to do. He turned around and he went back home again. He enjoyed a good meal of grain, and then he sat on his very own perch. After a while he went to sleep, and he had a wonderful happy dream, all about a trip around the world. Wow. Another Eric Carle book. Well, you can be sure that Eric Carle would write something about animals, because we've often read how much Eric Carle loved animals right from childhood. So that was Rooster's Off to See the World. Join us again next time, girls and boys, for another session of Read Me a Story. Bye for now.